I just open up a little bit, so I'm going to open up a half a turn here. Okay, that's all I need there. So now I got, looks like I got 1,000 pound from that cylinder, and I can open this one up too. And then I'm going to have now the pressure from both. So it takes both of them and it says, okay, you got 1,200 pounds of fuel.
Where do you? That's
a gauge over here.
Okay. So
okay. So now with that, I got fuel right here. I haven't let any fuel in there yet. Okay. So what I got to do is I got to shut off the fuel on my valves over there. Okay. So when you shut off the valves, make sure they're in the
shut off. It's
right.
off.
When they're like this, they're off. I want them all open.
You want it open now?
Right. So now is my other one. There's another valve down there. Is that one open?
Okay. No.
Okay, so that one I want to close because that vents.
Closed.
Okay, so that's closed. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open the fuel from here, and I'm going to send it to there now. Okay, so over there you're going to start seeing the gauge over there. Okay.
1,000. 1, 2, 3, 1,300.
Okay, so I got
1,350.
13 there. Smell a little smell of natural gas. Okay, that's that gas. Natural gas has no smell, but what they do to make it detectable, they put what's it called? Egg. They put rotten eggs. No. They put this additive called it's called oh shucks. What's it called?
Called aw shucks.
No, it's called frijoles. Nah, it's called mercaptan. Mercaptan is the additive that gives it that rotten smell, rotten egg smell, and everything. So they put mercaptan in the gas and they mix it with it so that we could smell something. So it's an additive. So what we're going to do is with the gas and everything on, we can now go ahead and turn on the batteries on this. So okay, so it has off and on. So now with that, I can go ahead and then operate it. So okay, so what I want to do is I want to make sure everybody's clear for the engine. Okay, so I have all the gas coming in from there, going into a filter, going into that unit right here. It's called the high pressure regulator. So right there, I dropped the fuel pressure from 1,300 or whatever I got to 125. Those are water lines.
Water lines to cool down the pump, right?
To cool down the pressure. Remember, I have 1,300 pounds, and I'm going to reduce it to 125 pounds. What's going to happen? I'm going to create a lot of friction, right? Yeah. And that friction is going to cause freezing on those lines. If those lines freeze up, gas is not going to flow because it freezes.
That's great for all freezing. That's great.
Right. So the coolant helps you keep you from freezing.
No, I think.
All right.
Why do gauges have liquids in them, fluids?
To keep the gauge stable, because they'll bounce.
Those gauges are really accurate. It's actually not water; it's actually oil.
It's oil.
And they get tested every year.
Right. Cool. And they put it in there so it makes the gauges stable. So there's no bouncing.
It's a credit.
Okay. So look at. So now what we're gonna do is.
Then fuel is being
and then fuel is sent to that filter. Again, that's a low fuel filter. Okay.
So this is water or?
That's water.
And the fuel is going through
gas
here.
right there.
Okay.
That's your gas going into your fuel filter.
Fuel filter.
So right there, we catch any moisture or dirt or anything. Okay, and then it goes up into the line, and then we go up into the engine over here. And in the engine, we have a low pressure regulator. This is the high pressure regulator, and over there we got a low pressure regulator.
Why do you need a filter for the gas?
Just to clean any dirt that might get through. Okay, so we might get oil from the the machine that pumps the oil. They use a pump, a compressor. And that compressor gets lubricated. The rings leak. It's going to squeeze that oil into the system, into the gas. So I have to separate that oil. So I want to catch the oil there and don't send it into the engine, right? So now what I'm going to do is I have in the engine over here. I have this low pressure regulator. So I take the 125 pounds and I drop it down to about 8, 2, 4, depending on how much fuel the engine needs. So under a very high load, I'm probably going to have higher pressures, about 8 pounds.
Where's the pressure regulator over here?
It's right there on the fuel. the low pressure regulator. This right here is a regulator. Okay. So this right here opens and closes it from higher to low pressure. So it's like a 3-stage regulator.
And those regulators go bad too?
The seals leak sometimes, and it gives you too much fuel pressure, and then the engine floods out.
So when they give you leaks and everything, they don't supposed to like to arc right here and make an explosion or nothing
No,
like that?
it's not going to leak outside. No, it's not going to leak outside. And then they have a line right here, and the line, if it leaks in, it kind of leaks in there. It's sealed. It's a sealed unit. It won't leak in there. There's nothing there that's going to leak. It's all sealed up. Okay. So anyway, that's just kind of the general idea. But this engine is the 8.9. So what Cummins did is they got a diesel engine, and then they converted it, and instead of having injectors right there where the spark plugs are, okay, those are spark plugs. Those are coilovers. So underneath that is a spark plug. That's the coil and everything.
So
Coil packs.
this one was built like a diesel engine.
Originally,
It is a diesel engine.
It originally was a diesel engine that Cummins converted them over to CNG.
When you hear the buses, you know, it's loud, the engine, right? Because it used to be a diesel engine.
Coil pack.
No. It's just because they just make a lot of compression.
Coil pack.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not.
No te equivoques.
The diesel engine originally doesn't make a lot. The nature of compression and the power that it makes it loud.
So any diesel engine can be changed to a CNG?
Yeah. You gotta, this one to make that happen, they had to modify the head. They had to change the pistons because they have to lower it. So it's not a matter of just
But
changing
in
the
this kind
steel.
of engine, you have more problems with electronics, right?
Yep. Sensor. You got a sensor for everything. Everything's got to tell. All the sensors got to be told to what to do. So what do you need to do that? A sensor that monitors and reflects off of that.
And this cylinder is for the transmission,
That's
right?
for the transmission. It's called an accumulator.
Accumulator.
Right. And that's to help the retarder come on.
Is there a nomenclature to this engine?
CNG.
That's it?
It's a CNG. It's identified as a CNG engine.
What size is it?
It's an 8.9. All the Cummins, you look at the label. There's a label on the front cover. It's called the CPL label. In there, it'll tell you exactly what kind of engine it is. You'll see everything about it.
This one. Small letters, bro. I can't even read. I need some glasses.
I hear you, bro.
Mine's clear.
So here, let me fire this up.
Fire in the hole. Uh-oh.
There's something dead here. Wait.
The battery on?
There we go. They're all out.
So, okay, there's a manual trip circuit breaker, so they could do that. So what we're gonna do is gonna go ahead and fire it up. So watch out, stand clear.
Can you rub the engine?
What?
Can you rub it up?
Yeah, I want to let oil pressure go to the turbo.
I want this to be ready. Can you fix this for you? For a minute?
You ever want to rev up an engine dead cold? Because there's no lube on the rockers, there's no lube on the turbo. So I want to let it idle for a couple minutes, and then after that, then I should be good. Now right here I have oil pressure, so I can tell what's up, but this is a mechanical gauge. So I mean electrical gauge, so it reads at very low voltages, so it's not real accurate to me. I like to just let it idle 2 minutes, and then I know I got the oil pressure.
So when the temperature raised, the fan will automatically turn on?
When the temperature gets hot, yeah.
Why did you do that?
What do you think I know it's coming from?
Horsepower in here.
Where do you think that noise is coming from?
I hear it on the faucet.
Huh? It's coming from the turbo, right? So what is it doing?
But the air.
It's stopping what? Releasing what?
Pressure.
Releasing hot. So it's wasting. I revved it up and it had all this boost. It's the wastegate. It's releasing the over boost that we need. If I rev it up slow, right? If I rev it up slow, I can slow down easy, and then it happens to see an over boost condition. You let it go again. But if I rev it up, let it go fast. It's all over boost. The pressure is the pressure sensor monitoring how much pressure you got. And if it's too high, in relation to the speed,
How much boost you kicking out with this motor? Turbo.
it's probably going out of the valve right now.
Well,
These bolts is like
Can you put it in drive right there so you can hear the transmission to moving or not?
No, de ella se sale para el muffler. So, si se pega el pinche, so there's a little bit of pressure. The pressure, a lo mejor either goes up or goes down. Depending of the turbo.
Does the MTA have toys like this?
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they got a bunch of them. They got the money over there, man.
not like us. More pobre de aquí, ¿verdad?
You guys don't get sick, you guys come regular, how to go. Yeah.
What is the computer for the tranny?
Yeah, this is a transmission computer.
Lo más chingón es que son hechos en México, mira. Mandar el video ahí de México.
I want to grab the tranny.
Yeah,
Not saying a signal,
It's
huh?
saying it's losing a signal. This is a 1708 connection. Sometimes they have computers. Push this down and put it in drive.
No.
Again. Let him push it. You hold one. You push the other one.
He's doing it right. He's not getting the.
Okay, just try it again now.
No. Check trans, dice.